Hello students. Now in last lecture we have seen how to find pi when FD contains more than one factors. So now we see how to find pi for special cases or short methods for finding particular integral in special cases. That is, first case we take when capital X is equal to e raised to ax, or to find pi when capital X is equal to e raised to ax. So we derive this method. There will be 8 marks for derivation. So listen carefully. Now pi is equal to, formula for pi is 1 upon fd into capital X, or 1 upon fd operates on capital X. So here capital X is e raised to ax, therefore we have to find pi is equal to 1 upon fd operates on e raised to ax. So to find value of 1 upon fd e raised to ax, we have to first find, or we have to first operate fd on e raised to ax. So you know fd is nothing but d raised to n plus p1 e raised to d raised to n plus p1 d raised to n minus 1 plus p2 d raised to n minus 2 plus dash dash plus pn. This is fd, and we have to operate all the terms of fd. For that we have to find these values: d of e raised to ax, d square of e raised to ax. So we find that values, or we find derivatives. So d e raised to ax is equal to, what is d? It is d by dx. Therefore d e raised to ax means d by dx of e raised to ax, or derivative of e raised to ax. So derivative of e raised to ax is e raised to ax into derivative of ax. So we write here e raised to ax into a. Derivative of ax is a. So derivative of e raised to ax is a into e raised to ax. Next term will be, next derivative is d square e raised to ax. That means we operate d square, means we operate d on d, or this can be written as d into bracket d of e raised to x. So we find first d of e raised to x. Here we written above d of e raised to ax is a into e raised to ax. So we put into bracket a into e raised to ax. So now d of a into e raised to ax means derivative of d by dx of a into e raised to ax. Now here a is constant, therefore a into derivative of e raised to ax is again a into e raised to ax. Now this a into a becomes a square, therefore this is a square e raised to ax. Again next term d cube of e raised to ax means we operate d on d square of e raised to ax. Now value of d square is we found here a square e raised to ax. So we put here a square e raised to ax, and now find we d of a square e raised to ax. So derivative of a square e raised to ax is equal to a square constant, so as it is, into a square into derivative of e raised to ax, again it is a into e raised to ax. Now a square into a becomes a cube, so d cube of e raised to ax is equal to a cube e raised to ax. So in this way, if we find all the derivatives, then we see here only power of a goes on increasing and into e raised to ax. So generally, if we write nth derivative of e raised to ax, that is d raised to n e raised to ax, this is equal to, since see here first derivative d e raised to ax is a e raised to ax, d square e raised to ax is a square e raised to ax, d cube e raised to ax is a cube e raised to ax. So similarly, d raised to n e raised to ax will be equal to a raised to n e raised to ax. So we find all the values operating on e raised to ax, d, d square, d cube and d raised to an. Now, so this is nth derivative, means d raised to n e raised to ax is equal to a raised to n e raised to ax. Similarly, here when we put n, substitute this n here on LHS, here also we have to substitute n. That means if we want d raised to 7 e raised to ax, then it will be a raised to 7 e raised to ax. Or in this expression, if we want d raised to n minus 1 e raised to ax, then it will be a raised to n minus 1 e raised to ax. So now we operate fd on e raised to ax. So fd e raised to ax is equal to, we know fd means this bracket d raised to n plus p1 d raised to n minus 1 plus p2 d raised to n minus 2 plus dash dash pn minus 1 into d plus pn. So second term from last will be n minus 1th term pn minus 1 into d, and then last term will be only pn. So this is fd and into e raised to ax. Now to find value of this, we have to operate each term in bracket on e raised to ax. Therefore d raised to n e raised to ax plus p1 d raised to n minus 1 into e raised to ax plus p2 d raised to n minus 2 into e raised to ax dash dash second term from last pn minus 1 d e raised to ax plus last term pn e raised to ax. So all the terms we operated on e raised to ax, and now we have all these values we calculated above. So d raised to n e raised to ax is equal to a raised to n e raised to ax plus p1 d raised to n minus 1 e raised to ax, I have written here above, it is equal to a raised to n minus 1 e raised to ax. So we put here a raised to n minus 1 e raised to ax plus next term p2. Now d raised to n minus 2 e raised to ax, we can write it directly as a raised to n minus 2 e raised to ax plus dash dash last two terms pn minus 1 d of e raised to ax means a into e raised to ax plus pn e raised to ax. So now see here, in each term there is e raised to ax, so we can take common e raised to ax on right hand side of the bracket, and remaining terms into bracket. So see here, when we take e raised to ax as a common, here remains a raised to n plus p1 a raised to n minus 1 plus p2 a raised to n minus 2 plus dash dash pn minus 1 a plus pn. So this is bracket. Now you see, this bracket is nothing but only if we substitute capital D by A in our FD. Here is FD, d raised to n plus p1 d raised to n minus 1 plus p2 d raised to n minus 2 dash dash pn minus 1 into d plus pn. Here only instead of d, here is A. So we can say for this bracket, value in this bracket is nothing but FA. If we substitute D by A in FD, we get this bracket. Therefore this bracket is FA, value of F of A into this e raised to ax. So we got here the equation, that is FD e raised to ax is equal to FA e raised to ax. Now we have to find Pi, that is we have to find 1 upon FD e raised to ax. For that we take some operations. So see here, we have to eliminate this FD, or we have to cancel this FD from here. Therefore we operate 1 upon FD on both sides. So on both sides we write 1 upon FD from LHS, from left side. So here 1 upon FD into this is FD e raised to ax is equal to 1 upon FD here also into this is FA e raised to ax. Now you know that 1 upon FD into FD get cancelled and only remains e raised to ax, because this I have told you that 1 upon FD and FD are inverse operators. Therefore the value of 1 upon FD into FD, when this operates on capital X, value is only x. That means 1 upon FD and this FD, these are inverse operators and they get cancelled. So we get here capital X, here is instead of capital X e raised to ax. Therefore 1 upon FD e raised to ax, we get only e raised to ax. So here e raised to ax is equal to, now here Fa means in the polynomial of FD, when we substitute D by A is what? A means constant, which is here e raised to ax, coefficient of this x in the term e raised to ax. A is here and this A is constant. So when we substitute D by A, we get Fa and it will be, so this is Fa, a raised to n plus p1 a raised to n minus 1. These p1 p2 are constants and a is constant. So we get Fa means constant value, and therefore here is constant Fa, we can write it outside. So Fa into this 1 upon Fd e raised to ax. or when 1 upon fd we operate on this fa into e raised to ax, then fa will remain as a constant and only we have to operate 1 upon fd on e raised to ax. So we get e raised to ax is equal to fa into 1 upon fd e raised to ax. Now this fa we want to find value of 1 upon fd e raised to ax. So only we have to eliminate this fa. For that, now fa is a constant, it is not operator. So we can divide this equation both sides by fa, so that we get 1 upon fd e raised to ax. So also value of fa is not equal to 0 because we cannot divide by 0. So fa here is not 0, so we can divide both sides by fa. So we get here is e raised to ax, dividing by fa we get 1 upon fa e raised to ax is equal to 1 upon fa into 1 upon fd e raised to ax. Here just I have written 1 upon fd on both sides. Now on LHS 1 upon fa e raised to ax is equal to on RHS. Now this fa and 1 upon fa get cancelled and remains only this 1 upon fd e raised to ax. So we have got value of 1 upon fd e raised to ax. So we write on LHS 1 upon fd e raised to ax and is equal to on RHS 1 upon fa e raised to ax. Thus we have pi for capital X is equal to e raised to ax. So pi when capital X is equal to e raised to ax. So formula for that is 1 upon fd, that means pi for e raised to ax, pi is 1 upon fd e raised to ax and value of that is 1 upon fa e raised to ax. That means only we have to substitute d by a. In this formula 1 upon fd e raised to ax, substitute only d by a, we get particular integral. So this is short formula for pi when capital X is equal to e raised. So you read this again. This is very simple derivation and you will get 8 marks for this derivation. And now again we have to use this formula while solving the examples. So you must remember this formula. We stop here. In next lecture we see another special function or another case.